What's up, guys? My name is Staff Sergeant Lapoint, and I am a full-time recruiter and a part-time drill sergeant with the Louisiana National Guard. Every week on this channel, I'm bringing you guys a ton of information to help you on your basic training adventure. So if you've already enlisted or you're thinking about enlisting, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're from the state of Louisiana and you'd like some more information on training, drill weekends, or enlisting into the National Guard, make sure you shoot me the text GEAUX GUARD to 318-229-5297. Let's go. What's up, guys? So this week I decided I wanted to take a little bit different of an approach to bringing you guys a video. So what I did was I reached out to quite a few of my drill sergeant buddies that are currently on the trail, and I asked them for their best advice as it comes to trainees getting ready to ship to basic training. So let's jump right into it. So the first bit of advice that I can give you from drill sergeants is this. Make sure they have all their finances in order before they ship. Their own bank account, or try to get an account with ones that are widely known or easily accessible if they need to physically go to the bank. Have all allotments set up. Drill sergeant number 2 responded with, they should also have their own bank account if they are single and joint if married, so that family members don't clean out their account. Just make sure that if you do add somebody to your bank account, that it's somebody that you know is not going to spend all your money on things that are not pertinent to your household. Drill sergeant number 3 commented, I always advise people to do all the running you can. If you can comfortably run 3 to 5 miles a day before you get to basic, it'll go easier for you and not just in PT. This drill sergeant is absolutely correct. At basic combat training, you will literally run everywhere that you go. That being said, make sure you stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Tip from drill sergeant number 3, always get the ice cream. Drill sergeant, don't get the ice cream. Tip number 4, drill sergeant says, just be quiet, keep your head down, and follow the instructions given. There are plenty of tasks where you get a chance to show how much you know or how tough you are. About 80 to 85% of your day will not fall into that category though. Another really good point. Your drill sergeant will tell you exactly what they need you to do, when they need you to do it, and how they need you to do it. So don't go up there trying to show everything that you know. Open your ears and listen. If you don't, you will get stronger, I promise. And tip number 5, drill sergeant says, learn how to properly shave. Males, this is a big one for you. Some of you guys have never had to shave, but if you show up to basic training and drill sergeant notices even one peach fuzz hanging out of your chin, they're going to ask you if you shaved. And if you say no, you better have a good reason, aka a profile, that shows drill sergeant why you didn't shave. So make sure you take the time to learn how to shave your face before you get to basic training. And tip number 6, drill sergeant says, don't pay for stuff you don't need. Photos, frames, shirts, hats, rings, family trees, medieval shields, swords, DVDs made of stock footage, etc. Souvenirs from joining the Army are okay, but don't go overboard and be that trainee that drops in excess of $500 on basic combat training mementos that you won't look at in a year. I didn't buy any mementos whenever I went through basic combat training. I think I got one t-shirt. The only thing I really regret not getting was the platoon photo that they take during your cycle, just so that I can remember all the people that I went to basic training with. Other than that, I didn't miss any of that stuff. That same drill sergeant says, males, come with a professional looking haircut if you can. Reception won't give you one, and you will hate the attention you get for your long flowing locks. You don't have to cut your hair before you go to basic training. You don't. It's not a requirement. But if you show up to that thing looking like Thor, you're going to hear about it from the time you get there until the time they go get your hair cut. Drill sergeant number 7 advises, tell them not to bring a bunch of extra stuff. We don't have a lot of storage for their personal items. Items like laptops, tablets, and other electronics can get broken or lost. Those wireless charging pods would be good for those trainees that phone dies quickly. We also don't have a bunch of outlets for their disposal when they make phone calls. Y'all really be bringing stuff like laptops and tablets? The wireless charging pods, however, is a great idea. Depending on how many people you have in your barracks, they may not have enough outlets for you guys all to plug up into one. So make sure that you leave that as a thought in your mind whenever you're packing for basic combat training. Drill sergeant number 8 says they need to know how to write the sending address and return address on their letters home. I always tell my trainees to get a very small notebook and write down the addresses that they need to write letters home before they go to training. If you choose to do that, make sure that you're writing down the correct address. You will be writing a lot more letters home from basic training than you will be making phone calls. Make sure you're including the correct address so that your letters don't all get returned to you undeliverable. Drill Sergeant D says, most of our trainees are in the 17 to 25-year-old group. In basic training, AIT OSUT is the first time they're meeting people from outside their immediate circle. You don't have to be friends with the other trainees, but you need to be able to deal with them for the weeks that you're together. I think that that's one of the most frequently missed issues when people are asking questions or giving advice about basic training, is that you're not going to get along with everybody that's there, and that's okay. Just like with any civilian job, sometimes you're going to have to work with people that you don't particularly care for. Regardless, you're still going to have to find a way to work with that person. Obviously, there are things that you need to bring to your drill sergeant, but every little petty high school fight that you might encounter at basic training is going to get really redundant. The last little bit of drill sergeant advice that I got comes straight from one of my battle buddies from the academy. She says, my advice to future trainees is to come motivated and ready to work. It's not going to be easy, but as long as you are trying, pushing yourself, willing to learn, being a team player, and staying motivated, you will get through it. Also, physical activity is mostly what basic combat training consists of. So yes, try to get in the best shape you can before arriving. It will make your life a whole lot easier. Run, ruck with friends, do push-ups, build your upper body strength, and core, do it all. The stronger you are physically, the less harder it will be. Be willing and motivated to learn and want to do. Volunteer when drill sergeants put out info, and if you are a leader, take charge. Drill sergeants will like and notice that. Well guys, you've heard it from the drill sergeants themselves. I hope their advice this week makes it a little bit easier for you on your basic combat training journey. As always, if you have questions or advice, make sure you leave it in the comments below. I look forward to seeing you guys next week.